here with Sherlock the corgi. We are working on our checker quilt today. Let's put the paws right there. Will that work? Will that work? We've got giant checkers. We talked about that in another video. Today we're going to be Today we're going to be putting the edge around this. Oh, excuse me, not the edge. We're going to put the rest of the quilt around this. So what we've got the checker. We've got the giant checkers. Link below for the link in, I don't know, what, Amazon. I got them on Amazon. Less than 10 bucks. So, and it comes with a nice little bag. Or, you know, you can make your own bag if you're feeling like that. All right, so checkers. The checkerboard that's going to be in the center, we've already put an edge on that. That was in the previous tutorial. And what we're going to be doing today is working on the outside part of that. So, thank you, Sherlock. We've got this giant, this was 13 by 8. Anyway, we got this, excuse me, we got this big checkered piece. And what we're going to be doing is cutting this on the 45, but not on the point. So we're going to go halfway between the point. I've never done this before. I'm a little nervous about what it's going to look like. And let's just see. We're going to experiment today. So yay! All right, let's get going. I admit it, I'm nervous. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to iron so I can get... This is a deep breath. We're going to be doing the scary part, which is doing the cutting. It's like, I sewed it together. Why am I cutting it apart? It's going to look amazing. It's going to look amazing. Anyway, I think the ironing will help calm my fears down. It's scary. I admit it. It's scary. We can do this. We can do this. Yes, we can. Okay, so if I was, thank you, Sherlock. So if I was going to go on the points, I would do the corners like this. With my 45 line on my ruler, up here at the top. That's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to do halfway between the squares, which is more like this. So we're going to do the midpoint of this square, which goes to the midpoint of this square, which goes to the midpoint of this square, which goes to the midpoint of the square, midpoint of the square, all the way down for a 45. Now, this, just so you get an idea, this is longer than my ruler, so I've got a lot more to cut. I'm going to do this slow, and all right, let's make the first cut so we can just say we're doing this. Okay, so the halfway is there, and I am nervous. That's okay. That's okay. Do we want to do it this way? Yeah, I'm going to take my straight there. So, all right, here we go. Go to the halfway in the blue. Oh my gosh. There we go, we've got the first cut. Whew. All right, so gently, but I just freshly ironed this. That makes me feel better. Whew. Tell you what, I don't know if I am nervous. I will tell you that, I am nervous. Okay, Sherlock, yeah. I know you're not nervous, buddy. You're never nervous, are you? Okay, so we've got the 45. We can put that right on that edge there. That's nice. Okay, keep going. Okay, how far can we get? We can get to here. And we got a little snipper right there. I brought the scissors in case we had that problem. There we go. Okay. What if I want to make my seams wider? I've been using 1/4 inch, but maybe I need to go to a little bit bigger. We'll consider that. We'll consider that. Okay, halfway. Oop. Nope, a little more up there. Looking good. Okay, so I'm looking here and here. much better on that cut. All right, so, woof, woof, okay. Let me go ahead and make another stripe so you can see what's gonna happen. So this is gonna be an extra piece. I'm gonna come back to this, we'll come back to this, but see where I cut? Not on the point, not on the point. I think the pattern is going to look like, oh, there's a name for it. You know what, I'll find the name. We'll just keep going. Stretched stars, is that what it's called? Stretched stars, I think. But what I think it's gonna make is these little bow ties. So, are we halfway? We are. Oop, don't bump it. All right. So we started off. Oof, boy, I tell you what, we definitely needed a deep breath with that one. Woo! Woo! That's scary. Oh my goodness. It's 45s. I tell you what. All right, let's get diagonal there. We're 45. We're straight on. Nope. 45. Straight on. Yes. Okay. So nervous I didn't even close the handle. All right, so we're gonna end up with a stripe like this. Ooh, look at these little blue bow ties. So the next one I cut will be white bow ties, right? So let's keep going with that. Oh my goodness, look at this. Oh, those are cool. Okay, I will keep going and we'll show you the stripe. Here's one with the white as the bow ties, with the blue in between. Cool, huh? All right, so I've got it laid out. I've got it on the ironing board. I'll try to get these camera angles. So here's what I'm thinking. Thank you, Sherlock. Here's what I'm thinking of doing, is lining the bow ties up like this so that we have little squares. We'll see how that goes. What I've seen, and I don't know if I said it before, but I believe this is called Elongated Stars. So we'll see how it looks. The idea is that I want to add these stripes around the checkerboard to make it bigger. So, I know, you know, they don't all look right. They don't all look the same size to me. And, you know, if yours turn out wonky like mine, like they might have turned out a little wonky. I've just got this laid out though. So, we could always put a rail between everything and then your eye wouldn't see the wonkiness as much. So, maybe we'll do that. I'm not sure. I think I want to try to do this. So, let's see how we do. All right. Oh, this is scary. This is really scary. All right, so we've got all the outsides cut up. We're going to be sewing them around and around and around our checkerboard pattern, which we have the checkers for. And we're going to do the sewing in the next video because this was a scary one to make, guys. I just need to close this one out and start again. So we did the checkerboard, we did the cutting, and we're gonna have to sew it different to the next video. Man, I'm nervous. Okay, we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. It's just fabric. It's just fabric. I have a seam ripper, and you know, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. It's still pretty, right? Okay, talk to you later. Bye.